it's already in all of us. And so it's not so much about learning it as remembering it, because it's already there. What is it? It's the intelligence of nature that's already within us. It's an abiding sense of belonging to something really powerful, really precious, precious as this planet, and then going into relationship with it. And we can do it in the tiniest of experiences. It can show up and remind you of this huge thing that's in all of us. All right, so here's the thing I wanted to show you, this rock. So I ride by here every day, right? And there's a rock. That's like one of my favorite rocks on Nantucket, because it tells an awesome story. And the story that this one tells is mountain building event. Gigantic continental plate collisions that cause earthquakes, orogenies, which are mountain building events. And the reason I know that is because this rock here, this is a piece of granite, and you can see that it's embedded in this piece of basalt. How that happens is that when continents collide, it creates earthquakes, it creates fissures in the country rock, which is this granite, it's this kind of rock. And it creates, so if you put a crack in that rock and let magma from down below, this basalt, flow up through the crack in that, sometimes big chunks of this kind of rock will break off from the walls and end up embedded in that magma. So as I'm riding by on my bike, I see this, and suddenly I'm reminded of the deep geologic history of this place. I'm transported back to 500 million years ago, when this place was completely unrecognizable. Gigantic, like Alps-sized mountains were being built, and they're gone. I mean, talk about like the geologic time involved to erode a whole mountain range that's bigger than the Alps. That used to be here, and now it's gone. In fact, here it is. This is it. These are those mountains that were built, eroded down by time and wind and water to this. This is actually our story. This is our story, because the Earth is doing all these things through our geologic time that sets the stage for us to happen. That's the story of continuity. So every rock that I see, not only does it tell a story, but it's a signal, it's a sign of that continuity. I'm saying these things are all part of my story, and they make me feel connected. They make me feel like I belong. And every syllable of science affirms, confirms, and validates that experience of being in the world. And that's not the experience that most people are in. We can, some of us who have the opportunity and the openness, we can feel it. But man, you can really accelerate and accentuate that sense of knowing with a sense of affection, love for the world. When the world's story is your story, you tend not to hyper-consume. You tend not to mistreat that world when you feel like you and it are continuous. So that's how it homes us. And then it's affirmed every day.